Watch this. Watch this. There's something haunting me. Flicker this light if there's someone here. Oh my god, oh my god. Can you do it again? Oh my god. One more time. Can you flick it one more time? Normally I'm the one that's telling scary things that happen to other people, but after I did the demonic possessions video I posted on YouTube, weird things have been happening to me and I've been trying to ignore it. Sorry, I'm so scared. I've been trying to ignore it because you're not supposed to like give it attention or else it will continue to happen. So like weird things have been happening around my place. I heard a bang come from my front door and then I was like joking around. I'm like, oh, if you're here, flash the light.
This house is beautiful if you can get past the basement. It's located in Bedford, Pennsylvania for $275,000. Obviously, it's absolutely stunning from the outside. The inside is lovely as well. Has some really cool details like this fireplace. Definitely gives me haunted vibes, but it could honestly be worth it until you see this. But that's not even the scariest bit. Okay. I don't know if this is cool or creepy. I do feel like it'd be hard to live here knowing what's underneath me, especially with like this going on. That's just proof that like somebody was imprisoned here. In the description it says that this was built in the 1800s and that it was used as a jail for over 100 years. I do love a good historic home, but I don't know about this one.
She thought she was in the apartment alone. She wasn't. This unexplainable paranormal footage comes from a woman who was taking a tour of an empty apartment filming inside. She enters through the front door and films herself walking room to room, recording it all. Notably, the apartment was empty when she entered, so she was alone taking the tour. And as she walked around the front room, she caught this on camera. Chillingly, you can see as an unidentified figure appears to be passing through the doorway in the kitchen. The woman didn't even notice the figure and continued her tour of the empty apartment. She didn't see it until after she left and reviewed the footage later. Ooh, I have chills. I've watched so many ghostly videos, but this one gets me because it's so subtle. Who or what is it? What do you think? Have you heard about this supernatural phenomenon that sometimes happens to people in really bad car wrecks? Well, apparently multiple people who have been in horrible car accidents have reported seeing the same strange thing. It's called the third man syndrome, and it's when a supernatural presence offers comfort to a victim during a survival situation. I'm going to share one of the crazy stories with you now, but if you're interested in this, tonight's episode is going to be all of these stories. So a few years ago, a Reddit user was in a horrible car wreck. Like so bad they cut the car door off to get them out. They black out during the accident, but as they come to, they see a woman open their car door and get into the back seat. And the woman put her hand on the driver's shoulder and told him that it was going to be okay, and then she said that help was on the way. The user then blacked out again and came to with a fireman cutting off the door of the car. Afterwards, they're with it enough to talk to the police officers and the firemen on the scene, and they're telling them like, hey, there was this woman that got in the car with me, is she okay? And everyone is like, there was no one in the car with you. Apparently no cars passing by had even stopped for the accident because the fire department was so close, so it was super unlikely that anyone had gotten in the car with them. But this is not the only time that that's happened. Other people have reported a woman getting into the car with them after an accident. There's so many other supernatural stories just like this that I explore in the episode tonight, so make sure you're following along.
This girl was filming outside at night when she caught a cryptid on camera. Check it out.
Oh my gosh. Look at all the fog. It's like a horror movie. Oh man. The street lights. Fuck is that?
I don't know about you, but I clearly saw something run by. People think that she either captured the rake or a skinwalker on camera. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.
The White House is haunted and the United States government doesn't want you to know about it. Okay, so apparently the White House is one of the most haunted places on the planet. And you might be curious why nobody has ever heard of this. Well, it's probably because the government doesn't want you to know, because that 100% proves that ghosts are real. There's literally hundreds of ghost stories about the White House, but one of the most terrifying ones is about President Taft. The 27th president had this 14 to 15-year-old mysterious ghost wandering the hallway that would terrorize the kids and the whole staff. I mean, it would literally terrorize every single person in the White House. And these issues got so bad that President Taft threatened to fire anybody who mentioned stories about this ghost girl. But one of the most recent ghost encounters at the White House happened when President Obama was there. One night, Obama and Michelle were lying in bed one night, and they would hear people walking down the hallways just back and forth. They then went to inspect it, but obviously they found nothing there. But his kids would report hearing gnawing and scratching on their bedposts, almost like playing with their feet. So if you ever had a dream to become president, just know you will be moving into a very haunted house.
This video gives me the chills. Watch the video and then let me know if you think this guy's apartment is haunted.
The craziest shit I've seen so far. I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know why. So I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this. That's Rowan.
Like, did anyone else see that skull thing or like another child in the mirror? I don't know what that is, but buddy, you need to move out.
This is so scary. A woman who often worked alone at a center began noticing some strange things around the office. Like there was someone in the building with her, but she knew she was alone.
Nobody should be here. There's literally no one here. And the lights are off. They were on. Oh, and they're on now.
And things were about to get much worse. One day, she said she got up to change the thermostat on the other end of the building, and when passing a hallway on her way back to her desk, she caught this on camera.
Am I crazy, or is that somebody standing there? I don't... Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that?
She saw a tall, dark figure leaning out of the break room watching her. As she screamed to duck into the room, she immediately called an officer to come inspect the building, thinking there must be someone there with her. But the officer found no one. The place was completely empty. What are your thoughts? Have you ever seen or heard anything strange while you were alone at work?
I was 5 years old. I told my parents that I was not from this planet. I teleported to the womb of my mom. I started to be visited by extra-dimensional beings called Anunnaki. There are some races of Anunnaki who want control on Earth, and there are some of them who want to live right Earth. So that's why we have a lot of conflict in our history, because they're behind the scenes. They are our ancestors.
You are saying that who is communicating with you is a current living version of the Anunnaki?
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe what this person caught on their surveillance camera. A tall creature lured this girl into the forest at night. Sources say that she is still missing to this day. What do you guys think though? Let me know in the comments below. These are a list of things that you should be aware of. Paranormal edition. Number 1, if you're around a specific person and you notice that anytime you're around them, you're constantly dropping things, you can't think straight, that person has very ill feelings towards you. I would be careful. Number 2, I feel like we have covered this before, but don't ever have anything that has the word welcome on your front door or on your steps or anything near the front of your house, because you're literally welcoming just about anything into your home. Number 3, going along with the welcome signs on your front door. If you ever hear a knock at your front door, you look out the peephole and don't see anyone there, don't answer. Don't go out there and investigate. Don't look side to side, like just completely ignore. Number 4, if you're home alone and hear your name being called, don't acknowledge it. That goes with if you're out in the woods and hear your name being called and you know that there really shouldn't be anyone out there, don't acknowledge it. Run, get to your car, and get out of there as fast as possible.
And number 5, never accept money from anyone that you don't trust. That money will come with attachments, it will come with negativity, and it's just gonna bring you ruin.